Yo, what up? This KC, the Red Pill Alpha, back at you fellas again with that motherfucking heat. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin to the back of her motherfucking neck, holding her down, locking her down, submerging her down with that motherfucking game. Oh yeah, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status. Piping hot status. You're going to get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. You got any comments, get at me at my Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. That's RELSFARGO12@gmail.com. Or you can just get at me on YouTube or any social media you see up there. You know I prefer that YouTube though. It don't matter. Get at me. Let's get it in. Now let's get right to it. You'll get the best sex whenever she wants to give it to you. What do I mean by that? A lot of us fellas, we look at it like, since I'm buying you this, since I'm buying you that, since I'm taking you here, taking you there, I'm paying for this, paying for that, I'm paying on this, I'm paying on that. Every time I feel horny and every time I feel aroused, you should relieve me. That's how we feel. That's how we supposed to feel. That's a way of them being submissive. Is actually doing what we expect them to do or doing what we want them to do at that time, whenever we're ready for them to do what we want them to do at that time. You're my wife. You're my girlfriend. You're my baby mama. You know, we got that connection, you know, and that bond. But that's normally how we think as men. We think like, I fuck normal. That's how we think. You know, ain't no normally, that's just the way we are hardwired to think. Real shit. It's been embedded into us since birth to be like that. Why? It's because it's been embedded in us since birth to be the supporters, to be the ones that secure them, to be the ones that protect them. So why come I can't have claims to that pussy every time I want to? Or every time I feel like I'm ready to be, you know, relieved or something, or in that, you know. That's how you should want to feel. But that's not always the case. Let's get to it. This here is for the men who are married or have a girlfriend. Have you noticed every time you get horny and want sex, she'll either act bitchy or try to get something from up out of you? That, you know, that blackmail type shit. And, you know, we go through it as men. I mean, I went through it. You fellas went through it. The man down the street that's married went through it. The man across the state, the man across the country went through it. I mean, the man in another country went through it. That's what we go through as men, you know. And we look at it like, damn, every time we want something, this bitch, I always want to tit for tat with something up. That's how they are, bro. Now you see why the saying is that women control the sex and men control the relationship. That's the saying, because they do control that. We don't own that pussy. My daddy used to tell me all the time, if you ain't going in the restroom with her to wipe that motherfucker down when she get done urinating, if you ain't going to the hospital with her to get that motherfucker checked up, you know, if you ain't and not even going with her, because you fellas, you can go to the restroom with your wife, your woman, you go to the hospital, but if you're not a part of her DNA while all this shit is taking place, then that's not your pussy. It's hers. Real shit. And remember that. Which means it's her pussy. She controls that. But on the other hand, it's your time and resources that she wants just as equal. You control your time and resources. Have you fellas thought about that? They control the sex. You can control your time and resources. Fuck you. All right, bye. Elsewhere. That's your time and resources. Your status or whatever you got going on, they got you going elsewhere. Your abundance mind. They got you going elsewhere. That's just the game. That's the way it is. Remember, young players, that's how they trap you simps into giving without reciprocation. They catch your ass horny and needy. It's just that simple. Why do you think a lot of you guys get locked into her being tit for tat when it comes to you want sex? Her putting a demand on everything that you gotta buy, everything you gotta purchase. Her putting a demand on a requirement. Since you with me, my kids are part of me. It's like, even though they the baggage, they definitely become a part of her. Then she putting that requirement out there. If you're gonna do this for me, you have to do this for them. You're gonna do this for me, you gotta do this for my friends. In some cases, for my mother, my brothers, sisters, and family members. That's how a lot of women trap you guys in. Is by catching you when you needy and when you're needy. And when you're needy, the word needy means you're a needy. You need them at that time. For anything. I don't know. It could be relieving yourself or it could be just needing them for something. That's how women are. But if you're a needy person in society dealing with everything else, people can treat you the same way. Oh, this motherfucker here, I want him to wash my car. He want me to give him $5? Come over and wash my car. Wash my porch down on my in my house, you know what I'm saying? Cut the grass, shit like that. They're gonna make you motherfucker earn that. And that's how bitches are. You want that pussy? You horny? They're gonna make you earn that. Pay up. Let me get something. They like that, bro. Now, I myself fell victim to their everlasting games. It's so hard not to fall into the trap that's been set up for us since birth as men. This shit been already set up for us. Why? Because we are the protector and providers, the one who do the security over these women. We secure these women. We secure them. We protect them. We provide for them. We shelter them. So it's been set up from birth as men to look out just as well as they've been taught to control that pussy and to get what they want from that pussy. It's been set up, and I don't know if you fellas been taught, but you're going to hear it today. If you ain't been taught, I'm going to teach you this today. It's been set up as men for us to protect and provide for them. That's why you control your time and your resources. You don't let them control your time and resources. They control what they control on them, and that's their sex, that's their vagina. You control your time and your fucking resources. Real shit. Now, let's get straight back to it. Women get taught early in the game to use their pussy as a weapon against a non-dick controlling ass man. Remember, women been taught early in the game to use their pussy as a weapon against a non-dick controlling ass man. I'm speaking on that. Once she sees that you can't control your sexual urges around her, she'll know that you are weak to female flesh. Ooh. Don't let her know that you're weak to female flesh. You didn't do that but give her the key to Pandora's box. You didn't do that but give her the key to the motherfucking safe. You gave her a key to your motherfucking world. And it's going to be devastating when she get in it. She only thinking for self when she get in your world. She's not thinking for you. She's just for self. Real shit. Being weak only place you in debt. Definitely places you in debt. Real shit. Just pay attention to the men who doesn't have the charisma or game. They'll find themselves always paying for pussy. Why? It's because that's what's required from a chick who is selfish. Her main weapon of choice when it comes to her getting what she wants from you is that wet box. Remember that. You may think to yourself, man, this shit isn't fair. Damn, I get horny and I must pay my own chick because I want to relieve myself? That's what you saying to yourself. Yes, nigga. Damn right. They control that department. Lots of men encounter this problem with their main chick. That's one of the main reasons I always preach, keep you a side chick or multiple chicks. You won't have to go through that shit, man. Then you would not have to be so damn needy whenever you are ready to relieve that motherfucker. Most of us men haven't caught on to their bullshit yet. Trust me. You catching on now. That's what's going on. Now let's get on it. Let's jump on to some other shit. Now, if you have some dick control and she's always the one trying to get you to nail her, then that's when you get her freaky side at its best. When she wants you to nail her, when she wants you to fuck, and she's out reaching out to you, oh, I'm horny, baby. That's when you can get the best from her. But you remember, she controls that dynamic. That's why a lot of them put themselves in that situation. They'll friend zone the motherfucker, play him in the friend zone, get pumped and dumped over somewhere else, and they'll jump back over to dude when they get horny, when they get desperate, when they get needy, and you know what I'm saying, they basically vulnerable to a man. And not any man, the men that she got lined up. She's vulnerable to one of those guys. And that's when you come in as the friend zone guy. That's if you allow yourself to be the friend zone guy. I don't play that shit. But if you allow yourself to be the friend zone guy, yeah, you probably wait a year, 2, 3 years, 5 months, 6 months, 7, 8 days. Who knows? It's a gamble. You never know when you're gonna wait to get that ass. But that's how they get pumped and dumped a lot too. Because they're friends on a motherfucker, then turn around and need that motherfucker for sex and, you know, some companionship, quality time, someone to talk to. And once that nigga smash, he's on to the next motherfucker. Why? Because you already held him in place for so long. You was controlling your pussy with him. You wasn't trying. When he was trying to get it, you didn't want to give it to him. You was playing games with him. Now you ready to give it to him. He gonna take that mother. He gonna yam that motherfucker. And once he yam it, now he controls if he want to be with you or not. That's his time and resources. You get me now? He controls if he want to be with you. He controls if he want to spend his dollar on you and support you and secure you. Now, what if he don't want to do that? Oh, niggas ain't shit. I'm tired of these niggas. Bitch, shut the fuck up. That's what goes on. That's the merry-go-round to this shit. Now, let's get to it. Now, oh yeah. Which is considered, you know, you get a freaky side at its best. Which is considered being submissive just as well if you look at it. In so many words, if they're not in the mood to have sex with you, just accept it and move on, you know, and move on or move to a backup plan. Or you'll find yourself paying your own woman for some pussy. Real shit. It may not be, you know, it may not be with your finances. However, it's definitely not a fair exchange just because you feel horny. You should want to fuck your woman. You looking out for her. You paying her. You helping her. You there for her. And you feel horny and she gonna make you wait. That's what goes on, man. Real shit. You know, and it's definitely not a fair exchange. If you sit back and reflect on it, that's how a lot of guys go broke, being so damn needy, horny, and thirsty for the sex. That's real shit. Also, the main way you can get placed in this situation, also the main way you can get placed in this non-fair situation is by wanting to smash either back to back. You already bust that motherfucker, you ready, you got it off, you done broke that bitch down, you nailed it. Now you ready for another. That's when the games come in, because she don't feel like having sex right then and there. But you do. You up like a soldier. You ready to go again. Damn, I don't feel like it now. We just had sex. Can it wait till tomorrow? Can it wait till later? Or, damn, I'm hungry. Can you go and go get me? Can you go grab this? Can you go grab and send you to the most expensive motherfucking spot ever to go get something to eat? She's doing all that for you to pay for that ass, man. That's their way. I'm telling you, man. I've been through this with a shitload of times, man. I'm running out of fingers. That's how they move, bro. You know? I was looking at these shoes. You gonna give me some next week? You gonna give me some in a couple days? I was looking at this for my car. I was looking at this. That's just how they come, man. The list goes on. That's how they come, bro. You know? Just because you wanted to bust again. Gotta pay for that. That's why you see a lot of escorts and prostitutes and all that type of shit running around. For horny niggas who want to bust, that ain't got the game to bust with these different women, or got the game to bust with a woman, or, you know, ain't got dick control, whatever the case may be. Then you got to do what? Pay them. That's how I go, bro. You know? Like I said, you get placed in that situation. It's by you wanting to smash back to back, or the very next morning, or you want to smash the very next morning, right after a freaky night with her. Y'all got tipsy. Y'all banged it all out. You wake up in the morning, you got that dick hangover. You know how it is. Nigga, I'm ready to smash again. She up there laying up in the bed, you see that ass, I'm ready to get in, this motherfucker looking good in them sheets, but I'm ready to get down. You go trying to move that motherfucker, she go blocking everything. Ugh. It's a different time now. At that moment, she was ready. It's a different time. She ain't ready no more. And if you pursue that shit with her, you're going to find yourself in a blackmailing situation. You're going to find yourself in a situation that you're going to be seeing the bitchy side of her. The way she act, the way she move, you're going to see all that shit. You're going to see it, bro. You'll be like, what the fuck? That's the game. That's how they move. They control their sex. They control their sex, bro. You control the time and resources, whether you want to be with her or lock her in with the, looking out for her and doing what you got to do as a man. You control that. Remember, if she doesn't feel like doing it, at the same time as you, at the exact same time as you, then it'll be some other shit she'll definitely be on. And the other shit she'll definitely be on will be your pockets or getting something up out of you. That's just how they move, bro. And you gotta remember, you'll get the best sex whenever she wants to give it to you, whenever she wants to give it to you. She's got to be in that mood to give it to you. Then you going to get it like a motherfucker. You're going to get the best, boy. But when you asking for the sex, it don't come as good. And the fellas be married, they baby mamas and girlfriends, they stay with you. Hurry up, pull it out, stick it in type shit. You like, what kind of masculine ass, bitch ass attitude is this? That's because you want it. But when she want it, she'll act like that, do she? Okay then. Like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. Holla.